Hello and welcome back. As you all know that whenever we write the Java code, we save that with the Java extension, .java extension. We also call that as the source file where our actual Java code is present. Then we compile using the Java compiler. Of course, if you are using IDEs such as Eclipse, IntelliJ IDEA, you need not to manually compile. Automatically we have auto compilers there, so the code gets compiled, and the compiled Java code we also call it as byte codes. It will be present inside the file called as .class file. Then this compiled Java code will be given to JVM. JVM is the one who will execute the Java application, and this is what we have understood earlier also. Now you need to understand more on JVM, at least fundamentally in this video and in the upcoming video. Going forward, when we discuss the concept of static keyword, I'll be demonstrating the entire detailed architecture of JVM, which is very crucial. But for now, to understand two important JVM's runtime data area, which is stack area and the heap area, which you should be having a good clarity as we are proceeding further. Now, what exactly happens is JVM, in order to execute the Java code within the JVM, there are three major important components which are there. Number one happens to be the class loader subsystem. As you can see here, apart from that, we do also have a runtime data areas, JVM runtime data areas, which are very crucial. And then finally we have the execution engine, which consists of the just-in-time compiler, interpreter, and JNI. What is that? We will understand in detail in the JVM's architecture. Now, within the JVM data runtime areas, we have method area, stack area, heap area, PC register, about which we will understand. But two important areas are there which are part of runtime data areas. One happens to be the runtime stack area. One more happens to be the heap area. So about this, we should be having a good clarity. Even at the fundamental level, you should be knowing it. If you say that you know Java, you should also have a clarity about these two important memory areas which are part of JVM's runtime data areas. That means JVM uses internally at the time of executing your Java code to keep specific components of your application. So whenever there is a method call, whenever you call any of the method, or if you want to execute any of the block, then on the stack area memory will be allocated. Even reference variable of the object, reference variable also, the memory will be on the stack area, because usually we create object within some block or within a method. Also for the local variable, what is local variable, reference variable, instance variable, in the next video we will try to understand. Local variable also memory will be allocated here only. And whenever we create the object, or you can say instance, memory will be allocated on the heap area. For the instance variable also, what is instance variable? We will try to understand difference between instance variable and the local variable. What happens behind the scene with respect to the memory also we will understand. Same important stack and heap area by writing down the code also. Fine. And also for the static variables separately I will discuss in that time only. During the discussion of static keyword, I will discuss JVM architecture in depth. Right now, fundamentally, I'm trying to say here, static variable memory will be allocated on the heap area. So basically, JVM is the one who has to execute the Java program. Great. JVM, at the time of executing the Java program within itself, within the JVM, there are runtime data areas where JVM will keep the code based on the activity which is happening at the time of execution. If there is any method call, some piece of code is getting executed, on your stack area memory will be allocated. If there is any reference variable, local variable, again the memory will be on the stack area. If there is any instance variable, or if there is any static variable, then the memory will be on the heap area. What do we mean by that? By writing the code, we will try to understand. But these two memory areas, runtime data areas of JVM, are very crucial, and everyone must know about this. In the very next video, we will try to understand by writing down one program, by keeping in mind that you have watched the videos which are there in this particular playlist about class, object creation, methods topic. If you have understood that, then next video you will also be in a position to understand. Also, some of the fundamental Java basic videos, it is there in the DSA playlist also, it is there in the Java playlist also. Those videos are same, because variable is a variable, whether it is a Java playlist or the DSA playlist. Method is a method. So I have not changed that video. There are no videos for that. It is same for Java playlist as well as the DSA. But right now in our Java playlist, since we need to understand little depth behind the scene what happens, so we are now discussing the memory map, stack and heap. Going forward more on the memory maps, as I have told in the architecture of JVM, we will try to understand during the static keyword discussion. Fine. So thank you so much for joining me in this video. Next video I shall continue the same thing by writing down some program.